The province of Samar is composed of 3 schools divisions. Covering the 24 municipalities, Samar Division is headed by Superintendent Marisa Ismagan. On March 2017, DepEd's Learner Information System reveals that Samar Division has more than 145,000 learners. However, ABIS data shows that only 85% of elementary-age children are in school and only 64% of high school-age children are in school. To improve children's access to education, Samar opened new schools in far-flung villages of the province. With the opening of Puhagan Elementary School and Sabang Integrated School, Samar now has 662 elementary schools. The division also opened 4 new high schools, making it 81 junior high schools this year. It also has 63 senior high schools operating in the division after 4 new senior high schools were approved to operate this year. Children's access to education is also affected by malnutrition. According to the school health section of the division, 2.95% of the learners are severely wasted and 8.90% are wasted. To address this gap, the division, in partnership with stakeholders, continually implements school feeding program, gulayan sa paaralan, deworming, and immunization programs. High transportation costs also affect children's school attendance. To address this issue, the division, in partnership with the provincial government, launched Project Share Samar. Through this project, 10 schools from island and coastal villages were given motorized boat to provide free transportation to children. Adhering to inclusive education, Samar Division intensified its indigenous people's education. This year, the division recorded 62 learners who belong to the Mamanwa tribe with settlement in Basay, Marabot, and Santa Rita. Complementing our formal education, the alternative learning system in Samar Division is also catering learners. In partnership with TESDA, learners were able to get National Competency Certificate. To make our schools conducive for learning, there are 693 classrooms repaired and 838 classrooms constructed. Stakeholders are also engaged in improving the schools through the annual Brigada Eskwela. On year 2016, the division was able to raise more than 26 million pesos worth of resources, which include labor, materials, and money. Facing the vast Pacific Ocean and the Pacific Ring of Fire, the island of Samar is frequently hit by typhoon and shaken by tremors. To make our schools resilient and to mitigate the impact of calamities, the division capacitates schools in disaster risk reduction such as earthquake drills, firefighting, and giving first aid. To ensure that schools are practicing the highest level of school-based management, the division persistently provides technical assistance. Samar holds the record in Region 8 as the division with the most number of schools assessed by regional validators practicing SBM Level 3. In Samar Division, there are also 7 schools evaluated to have 3 stars under the Comprehensive Water, Sanitation, and Hygiene in Schools program. This has been documented by UNICEF and was featured in Indonesia during the International Learning Exchange. To scale up the best practices among schools, the division published a coffee table book, Stories Our Schools Tell. The book documents the best practices of schools with SBM Level 3. The division also circulates a quarterly publication known as The Baseline, which contains the quarterly analysis of basic education statistics and serves as guide in giving technical assistance. The division believes that quality education is also a product of quality hiring. Under the leadership of SDS Magan and ESDS Sumbilon, all applicants are convened to witness the ranking procedure as part of improving transparency and integrity in the hiring process. Just like other divisions, improving the quality of education remains a big challenge. Samar is also facing a gap in terms of children's mastery of competencies. According to the National Education Testing and Research Center, Samar's elementary students got 80% not result and 62% not result for secondary. To resolve this gap, Samar is implementing a Reading Station project, a project funded by the provincial government which aims to capacitate teachers in teaching reading effectively. The division has contextualized instructional materials to Project Lantawan, a project funded by the National Commission for Culture and the Arts. Lantawan is a collection of teacher-made instructional journals integrating customs, folklore, and norms of Samar Province. Aside from contextualized instructional materials, the division innovates projects that aim to improve learning outcomes. One of these projects is Project Bahandi, which aims to improve learning outcome in Araling Panlipunan, Project SciTech for Science, Project Verdas for MAPE, Project Panlitikan for Filipino, and Project Kuratsa for Alternative Learning System. On February 2017, Samar Division launched its banner project E-Kultura, Edukasyon, Kultura ng Turismo para pag-uswagan Samar. Project E-Kultura aims to empower school heads in creating effective schools through human resource development activities. The implementation of initiatives and innovations of the Samar Division is made easier, faster, and meaningful because of Governor Shari Antan, who champions education and governance.
Magkakamayada lang dahil quality education if all the mayors, all the agencies na attached nila, all the barangay captains, all the stakeholders will impart.
Through her leadership and the support from the Office of Presidential Advisors on Peace Process and the Armed Forces of the Philippines, various provincial and municipal roads were constructed in hard-to-reach communities. This development contributes to the increase of enrollment in the municipality of Matuginaw and San Jose de Buan. Reaching the out-of-school children is important and imperative for Governor Tan's administration. Substantial support is given by the province in the series of ALS Caravan initiated by Samar Division. It also supported the implementation of night class in Calbiga National High School to cater working students. Advocating school as a zone of peace, school stakeholders led by provincial government held youth leadership summits. The activity aims to develop new breed of peace-loving leaders through education.
Ako'y Kayla S. Nogalisak. Pangarap ko maging model. Akong health check. Karuya ko maging seaman. Ako'y Cheryl Tenatsura. Karuya ko maging teacher.
To realize the dreams of young Samareños, the provincial government carried out its financial assistance not just to high school learners but also to college students.
Aada nga ang probinsya, tikang pangan paglingkod nato ng administrasyon. Aada nga nagahatag kita hinlibre nga scholarship program nga dahan kabataan. Nagtikang ini 200 la kabata, nahiabot kita han 1,500 nga di nga naag-abot na kita. Presente may da kita 13,000 kabata nga gipapaskwela ang probinsya. Ang probinsya na invest kada tuig more or less 80 to 100 million para nga scholarship program. Yan ging kakalipay ko pagpasabot ha iyo nga damo na ang naging produkto ng mga professionals out hining ating scholarship program.
Teaching children the value of earning their own money and enhancing their entrepreneurial skills, Governor Tan and Samar Division launched Samar Kids Can Bazaar with 20,000 cash subsidy to every municipality to develop a display booth. Senior high school students showcase their knowledge, skills, and creativity. The governor also supported the Text to Teach program. It is an educational program which aims to enable teachers and students to access over 900 multimedia educational materials like video, pictures, text, or audio files via short message service.
I am Salvador Esmarino, a teacher 1 of Cadaragan Elementary School from Santa Rita 1 District. I've been teaching for almost 3 years, and I am handling a combination classes, grade 5 and grade 6. We have been a beneficiary of this Text to Teach project through the help of the Department of Education and no other than our Governor Sherry Antan de los Santos. I was once a scholar of the Governor Sherry Antan de los Santos for almost 4 years. That was a very big help to me and to my family. First and foremost, Text-to-Teach project means to us so much because it contributed a lot to me and to my pupils in terms of teaching and learning process. The Text-to-Teach project encouraged pupils to go to school every day. Text-to-Teach project helps pupils to understand context of the lesson very well. It also minimizes the absenteeism and the dropout rate of our pupils. Most of all, it enhanced the imagination of my pupils to have a more creative in dealing to the context or the lessons that we are having. The dropout rate is lessened, and then most especially the achievement of my pupils, especially in the National Achievement Test, increased.
Building the capacity of teachers is one of the provincial priorities in the field of education. To address the need of the division for senior high school teachers who have specialization in teaching tourism classes, the Provincial Tourism Office trained 56 newly hired teachers to act as trainers of teachers handling tourism classes. Championing good governance and excellence, the administration of Governor Tan was conferred by the DILG with the seal of good local governance. Prior to this major recognition in governance, the governor supported the participation of school heads and local chief executives in the capacity development for evidence-informed education policy making in sub-national government level in the Philippines. This project is led by the Union of Local Authorities of the Philippines together with Ateneo de Manila University Political Science Department. Spearheaded by Governor Sherry Antan, the collaboration between DepEd Samar Division and all school stakeholders produced major accomplishments. The division continually produces athletes in Palarong Pambansa. In 2016, Samar Division was adjudged as the overall champion in Region 8 in the field of campus journalism. Consistently, students from Clarencio Calagos Memorial School of Fisheries bag regional and national awards in journalism. Accessible and quality education is a product of good governance. Everybody can make a difference. Together, we can make change.
There's no